I hope they've got some extra spice in the tank because they are on a 3-game loss streak here. I do love this combination. You know, Diana by herself is one of the most, actually she has the most wins in the top 4 regions currently right now on this patch for any champion, 14 total. But when you combine it with Yasuo, the wombo combo is insane. This is my current favorite version of, you know, one of the old style Gragas Yasuo compositions, because this one, you can get the entire team with it and with the AoE. Dig coming out here with a level 1 invade as well. They actually don't even have their sweeper for the level 1 invade. They're doing it super early though, so you can drop off and then just get your recalls and reset to default. You see on the mini map though, Aphelios has already moved up into the jungle and placed that ward. Thank you, observers. This is the price you pay, Pastry Time, for coming for that early invade.
Certainly is. And we do have some differences here. I guess Sapphire Crystal's not that weird for Jensen as a start, but he doesn't have Future's Market because he is
Sorcery
secondary, thank you. But he does have Conqueror, so man's ready to brawl. Not phase rushing away from this Yasuo. He is going to be standing and fighting in a lot of the scraps here early on.
Yeah, I like it. As long as he can stay out of range of Gnar ultimates and Diana combinations with Yasuo, because phase rush, the positioning advantage you can get with phase rush, which is what Ryze will take in a lot of cases, does have pretty good effects for team fights as far as dodging those key abilities or getting hit by that CC. However, to your point of damage output, if you're going to just straight up brawl with them and you do have frontline, you can rely on maybe Thresh later, then Conqueror is going to allow you to do that. Jensen has really, to me, just been brimming with confidence. We saw the Aurelia game yesterday. Absolute smashing by him, going turbo deep with it, constantly diving. So hope to see more similar play from him. As Ryze, you know, he does want to try and punish Yusui early, and he's pushing in the wave, doing just that.
Right, so Yusui can contest this wave more if he wants, but it is a little bit risky. And as a reminder, tune in every Saturday. Well, not every Saturday, but tune in Saturdays right now, 1:30 PST. Kobe's Masterminds is definitely worth the watch if you haven't seen it already, and you can catch it on YouTube if you do miss the eps, as Afro is getting himself flayed back by Core JJ.
Yep, Hooks goes a little bit wide, hits a minion there, so he still taxis in on the minion, takes a bit of damage on the way out. This matchup, by the way, Core JJ has multiple videos out on it, so I'm always excited when he plays either the Nautilus side or the Thresh side, because he is confident in both. And you mainly want to put your magnifying glass on the moment that the Nautilus hook does land and the timing for the flay by Core JJ. He's usually extremely good with hitting it right after the bump, and so Nautilus cannot follow up.
Oh my god! That hook was unreal by Core, as Neo is going to get himself exhausted. Tactical eats an ignite, but TL, they're winning that 2v2.
And not only is he good with the flay, he's also quite handy with a hook himself, Pastry. The death sentence right there, right by him, gets both summoners, and all of a sudden they're saying, bottom lane is open for business. Team Liquid bottom is back. This team has been so top focused ever since they declared Alfari is going to be the primary starter. Jenkins is not going to be in the starting lineup, and we're going to concentrate on this synergy.
What a dodge by Acadian.
Passes.
Everyone's going through, and now they check in. Amayo's like, hey, Yusui. Jensen prepared this earlier. He's going to go aggressive onto the Yasuo. Unfortunately, Yusui tried to contest the wave, and Jensen shut that down.
That is so funny, because you could replay this with Vision.
The hook again, but the last in Core JJ, every ability, Kobe, it's perfect.
Oh, I'm having fun already.
All right, going in there. Afro is really trying to make it happen. Core is going to be the target after Shock is procced. And gonna have to flash. Q coming in hot from Afro.
Oh my, we've got so much mobility here. When you've got the double hooks of Nautilus Thresh with Lantern and Elise Sin in the game, you get some funny plays. I was talking about replaying that with the different vision, because Armeo was just outside of the brush when he hits that Q, and so you get this awkward passing by, going in for the aggressive move, and then instantly revealing the extra members. It doesn't result in any deaths. We're still at 0-0 Pastry, but this may be the most entertaining 0-0 start we've had.
A lot of action for 5 minutes, which is what you want to see. So watch this exchange again. Again, a lot of back and forth, literally.
He's just outside the bush, so he doesn't see Acadian, and then, gets the reveal. I'm instant war hopping out, and this is the reset over the crab. Jensen then wants to go in, but he gets hit with the Nautilus hook from Afromu, and so they have to do Lantern out to the bottom side. flash here does come from Nautilus as Afromove wants to try and punish Armeo, but he's got time since the auto doesn't go off, not able to get him with the root there, and it does force the extra 2 flashes. Nobody died in this exchange, but now so many summoners have been burned. We've got a lot of vulnerabilities. Most of them are on bottom side, and if you look at the spawn for the camps, this actually targets more Diana. As you can see, Diana is going to naturally clear down to this bottom side first, whereas Lee Sin has to clear up top side or give up a bunch of golden experience. And so we're expecting some extra firepower there from Dig by nature of the presence of Acadian, as long as he doesn't spend too much time passing by Fake God here.
All right, well, unfortunately for Fake God, he TP'd back to lane first, down 15 CS. Never what you want to see, but Fake God isolated in a 1v1 against Alphari. Gonna be tough here, and as a general rule.
I want to point out, too, because he goes over here. This is about 10 seconds of wasted time for the Diana. He was just covering for the possible aggressive play from Alphari. I don't blame him for it because Team Liquid have been so top lane focused, sending ganks from jungle, from support up there. And so probably coming into this game, Dignitas coaching staff was like, hey, everybody watch top lane. They have spent everybody's roam times up towards top lane. Team Liquid have overloaded that side of the map. So that's why Acadian spends a little bit of extra time there just covering. But he eventually gets to that play that we talked about, Pastry, where clearing towards bottom should be their setup. This is playing off their timers and they can't get the hook. There's not going to be anything.
Oh, Acadian actually almost gets counter-hooked there, but unfortunately, there was no flash for Core, so it was a good target. Also, no flash for Afro off the back of that play.
All of the prerequisites were filled except the execution there. Meanwhile, now it gives Lee Sin opportunity to go for the invade, albeit over vision. It doesn't really matter that it's over vision because he's level 6, so he can bully Acadian, and bottom lane is pushed up, so Core JJ helps him take out some of this vision. And it is Team Liquid with a strong play here, focusing down this blue buff. They don't have Smite to finish it, so it's going to come down to autos.
Well, Yasui's in there. They got ulti. They're going to pop it. First blood onto Armeo. Dignitas punishing that invade.
Oh, Diana Yasuo. Cool combo, huh? Guess what? Nautilus is going to hit the hook. Diana's not even level 6. Acadian's behind, so Afromu's going to take up the mantle. He hits the important one, Pastry.
Yep.
And there you go. Yasui, easy follow-up. Yasuo mechanics there, very easy on
you just
display.
spam that one. Yeah, Nautilus Q is actually very short as far as knockups go, so you really have to just spam the button. But if you know Afro is hitting that, it doesn't matter. Just spam our key on top of Armeo. You're going to find it eventually.
Yeah. All right, nothing too big here on the bottom side, but the money does go over to Neo in the end, so Kalista gonna start to snowball on bottom side. They definitely want to play off these dragons. Here's again another look at the invade, and I love the vision toggle here because you get to see the surprise and how well Afromu actually played this. You get instant vision from the Kalista Spirit here, and Afromu walks back through the Tri-Brush. Team Liquid did get vision, so they have a possibility knowing that he's coming over, but the timing of his Hex Flash is insane. Right over into that little brush, so they never see it coming. He hits it out of Fog of War, and Armeo has no possible reaction there.
All right, hooks on hooks, Aftershocks proccing. And Core JJ, the one a little lower in the end of the exchange, but everyone's going to be all right. Low on mana, though, for both, for Afro and Tactical, but that's going to matter way more for Afro.
This is actual Hook City. Game. Sometimes we get disappointed, when you get the multiple Hook champs and, like the Blitzcrank count.
Oh, wrong jungler. Oh, Yasui, that's not the right way for that ability. Forced to flash away. Great wind wall to block the Q, but unfortunately, counter gank not there in time for Acadian.
Yes, is able to hit the wind wall. That's the one that means death. Nice little charge here through bottom side 2. This is level 6 on Afromu, so they can go play off of the roam towards mid. There is a control ward through the river, so it's not going to be any sort of Jensen pick here, but honestly, I'd rather just exchange Dragon instead of going to contest this Rift Field. It's getting burned down very quickly by the side of Team Liquid, and if you go up here, they're actually just going to get nothing for it.
It's a really cute kick there from Armeo. Run warp as well to get them out of there. Faker trying to make it happen! Beautiful. Just in time for the Rise ult.
Beautiful. They get Acadian's flash and ultimate. That's a quick thumbs up there from Armeo. He's extremely pleased. Jensen with his classic. I actually have never seen anyone else use that emote. I've been trying to figure out how you buy it on the League client. as it is one of the most hilarious. But that goes back to my earlier macro call where once you see them going for it here towards mid, they had the decision for Dig. They could have just turned around and grabbed First Dragon, but they decided to contest. Yeah, it's pretty close on the timing there. They end up losing out more than they even thought they were going to with the extra flash and ultimate from Acadian, which, by the way, because they have this crazy combo with Yasuo that guarantees, you know, ultimate into ultimate full combo, that's actually a pretty heavy price because it's so much pressure you lose as an almost guaranteed kill button.
Right, and Yasui he's playing to just basically be strong in skirmishes and fights, right? He's just trying to get to that first few items as quickly as he can. He went Zerk Greaves because it's way better for your DPS, but you're pretty much at the mercy of Ryze constantly like shoving down the wave. So when he gets free time, as you see, he can push it, but now Jensen can just hold the wave and basically force someone to help Yasui. And Yasui's unfortunately going to fall behind, and CS that hook was nice out of Afro. Core JJ only level 5, going to get himself shot down, but there's not enough damage. And now Core returns favor with the hook, and Dignitas are going to walk away.
Core JJ, we talked about it. Nautilus hook lands. He hits the timing on the flay with the bump afterwards. Afromu gets rooted by Purple Gun.
Yeah, Gravity Gun still in play. Tactical though running out of purple bullets, so Afromu is going to get away this time. As Armeo is still sticking around. Another attempt. Afro's, he's fishing here. Hit a couple, but missed on the last few.
He's getting punished for this one.
Oh, another hook for Core, but Acadian now going to be the one to force Armeo away, and now they're just committing with Tactical. He's fighting. Now Yasui going to TP in. The kick is good onto Neo. But what else can they do here? It's Jensen taking down one. There's Yasui back in the combo. Finally hitting there for Dignitas. And Jensen with a very nice flash angle, still trying to do what he can. Core with a great flash. He's going to give Jensen a second, but Yasui should be able to clean up here. Saves a dash, finds the Q, but Core JJ's footwork's just too good.
Yasuo is eating up pastry time and getting all the kills for Dignitas while they're trying to counter all these low health champions. Yasui's happy to just eat up. And you talked about the early start for him. That just ballooned. This is going to be right in Dignitas' wheelhouse. They are delayed in getting this first dragon since they didn't trade on the early Rift Trail getting that one, but they eventually will collect off the bottom lane play there. Jensen answering the extra kill for Team Liquid isn't the worst of things. Thought it was actually going to turn out quite well for them, but the teleport difference does mean a pretty big deal here for Dignitas. You know, Afromu gets punished as far as Tactical just sidestepping the Kalista ultimate. When they chunk him out and they force this one early, Tactical goes into the alcove. Then you think they're going to be able to turn around on Afromu, but double teleports come in for the protection, and Armeo trades his life for the Kalista. Only big difference is the combo pastry. Diana plus Yasuo guarantees that one, and Stopwatch buys enough time that Team Liquid, yeah, they turn around and they commit for the extra kill there, getting a double for Jensen onto the Nautilus, but the Yasuo getting the extra ones here is so big because funnels right in through the mid-game power spike.
Core actually played that so well. I think with that flash, there's no way Yasui could follow him, but he could have thrown the Q in the expected flash path and then E'd. I just don't think you can do anything afterwards. But hey, Core definitely doing everything he needed to do to get out of that, including that flay on the first E.
Yeah. It was so close, too. You could tell that every time, at your fingertips, the extra few kills there. Team Liquid quite happy to clean up the first one, though, and after resetting, you know, top side is doing quite well for them. All this action being bottom side. Alphari gets his lead regardless of, oh, we're focusing so many support ganks and jungle ganks and mid roams up towards that top side. Or if you give him a good matchup time, what do you know? And you leave him alone as Viego versus Gnar, you know, even with the early steel cap rush, able to earn a very sizable CS lead for himself. Top laners have been using their teleports back top lane, by the way. Okay, so this has all been focused around their minion wave control.
Yeah, very isolated 1v1. I don't think I've seen either of them in the bottom half of the map or even the middle part of the map so far, but Alphari definitely winning out in the 1v1 as expected. Definitely Faker did not counterpick Gnar to slam the 1v1. Definitely picked it to survive and then hopefully be useful in team fights later.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the carry for later that he's trying to team fight for, the Yasuo, is the one getting funneled money, so nicely done here from both sides. I like where the actual power is going. is going to be a bit delayed on 2 minutes, 20 seconds for the next Dragon. Teleport timers for top lanes are now desynced is the only big difference. Alphari having the possibility of making a big Team Liquid play. So I would not be surprised if Team Liquid forced on bottom triangle.
They're at it again. Both these supports just trying to find plays in the 2v2.
And River. So you see they're fishing around here. This is very good from Team Liquid because, you know, Alphari's calling, hey, I forced Fake God's teleport again, okay? We've got a huge window. Just pick somebody and I can get there.
Afro, oh my goodness, Core, that's too much damage. Afro is going to finish it off. Tactical with a good flash, but that's not going to be enough. The Fate's call into the Moonfall, and they're going to clean everything up here as Jensen's down here onto Afro. Alphari's down here as well, but Yasui's going to finally join the party late, and now Yasui's going to chase it onto Jensen. Misses the Q though, that's not going to be a kill. Alphari as well is going to pressure you, and what a shutdown for Alphari. How's your Yasuo, mate? Oh, not going to go for it.
What a hilarious block right there. Yasui comes in, he blocks the Rise Q, so Afromu lives. Yeah, it's a little bit of damper on the story as it's, you know, hilarious. Alphari finally teleports in and scrapes up 1 kill for Team Liquid. But Pastry, that was not the bottom lane play, the teleport discrepancy that Team Liquid were searching for.
No,
Okay?
not at all.
They bit off way more they can chew. In the communication, maybe they rushed it a little bit. CoreJJ, he dodges the hook, goes in for the flay, but that's all they need. Afromu just hits him with the auto. They get the full double knockup, triple knockup here. Take a seat, Tactical. The bounce house takes no prisoners. That man did not get the move. Literally triple knockup into death, and it's only the overchase at the end that does give the opportunity for Alphari to get the extra kill here. You know, definitely a little bit over-aggressive there from Yasui, but you could tell they were hyped. You know, they even blocked the extra Q, so Afromu got to live.
Hey! I resent that remark.
I completely agree and commiserate with the feeling. That is validated there. I agree. Yasui's level 11 now, though. Even with the extra kill given over, the shield bows are on a line for everybody.
Unfortunately, shield bow missing some stats. I think most notably crit, if I recall correctly, but he's going to be all right. As the Zeal should be moving in towards item number 2, and then Infinity Edge comes along, and everything's great once you get to that point, but also quite strong right now. Diana also, Acadian has been having a great game so far, 2-0-5, has the Rocket Belt done, has the Dark Seal building up. He's ready, as Acadian's going to take out that crab, and Dig are going to take this dragon.
Number 2, right along as scheduled here for Dignitas, and they're looking.
Oh, it does have crit.
For the, yeah, I was like, definitely builds right into it. It's the standard for marksman, standard there for Yasuo in the thick of things. But regardless, Dragon number 2 picked up, Rift Herald underway, and they've got a long run for Gnar.
Alrighty, well, ooh, Acadian getting bounced around. That's a shutdown for Jensen. The eye is there, but TL get it, and now they're going to win the ensuing team fight on Mayo. Looking for the angle onto Neo, but Fate's Call popped and Mayo is moved away, but Yasui not going to last the night. Great flash over the Raptor Pit, but the damage is just coming from every single range on Mayo. Flashing in to finish it off will take down Yasui.
Yes, sir. That's going to be Team Liquid striking back very quickly here. What can they get on top of it, though? Flash from Afromu. Not going to find the hook, but because of Rift Herald, still should be a strong top and mid push.
All right, well, Herald is distracted by a stray minion, but is still going to get the charge off. So it does do the damage, although not enough time for TL to finish off the tower. But still, TL keeping the gold up in their favor, which is exactly what they want.
Meanwhile, Tactical going to continue the push here, does get the actual tower down, does get the cash in for Team Liquid. Let's take a look at this setup, though. Armeo here on it. You know there's going to be a super long walk for Gnar because of the teleport discrepancy, but it's all about CoreJJ setting that one up. Yes, Jensen got the kill, but CoreJJ is the one who got the pick. And there's the Realm Warp from Jensen to follow through. Guess what? No matter if you're rooting for or against the Yasuo, Armeo's going to take him down. Take a seat. And this is the start of the comeback here for Team Liquid. Dragons are going to be a problem because Dignitas will continually try and force in this area. They just need to reset, get their vision replanted, and continue to try and get this Wombo combo online. Nautilus plus Diana plus the Yasuo, everything is looking to get this big knockup on Team Liquid. And while Tactical and Jensen will have their flashes, pretty soon here as far as Tactical coming off of cooldown. They are low mobility AD carries. They rely on those flashes. They rely on Core JJ's positioning to save them from the Doomsday scenario.
So he's actually trying to deny as many minions as he can. So just trying to eke out every little edge here, but Jensen is just farming up a storm. So he's actually still playing catch-up, but we'll have 2 items done soon. It's very easy for Yasuo to get 100% crit. They did change both he and Yone's passive a long time ago, right after the items got released, so that now you don't need 3 items, you just need 2. So as soon as those are done, it's going to be good times. And Acadian, I like what he tried to do, right? The problem is you can't face check the enemy team with no vision, because it's very difficult for you to safely engage. You are still Diana, who is quite squishy.
Don't disrespect Core JJ.
Exactly.
He will make you
That's
pay.
good advice.
All right, fishing around here. They've got plenty of deep vision, though, this time around, leading up towards Baron. So this is very safe fishing for Dignitas. You can see pushing in up on top side as well from Yasui. And it's just kind of camping. They've got plenty of time to get off their recalls, reposition their control wards around that Draken before Team Liquid are able to finish up with their minion waves.
I mean, it was zooming through the different lanes, though, with the little cloud speed there in jungle camps. Yasui does have TP, so looks like he's going to stay in the side lane, although maybe has a buy. Did tap recall for a second, but hasn't taken the base just yet. Afro, though, going to go back. Time for him to reinvest in the vision as Dig do want to set up for this 3rd dragon and keep that soul snowball nice and alive.
It's a little bit dangerous to push super far, though, in lieu of the coming dragon fight. So I think we're just going to have a calm reset for both sides. Control wards through. Armeo's got his ready. Everybody going to come back out first. Alfari does have teleport, so should be pretty even on top side too. And it's all about the positioning for both supports. Afromu has been pretty good here as far as just consistently looking for the hooks, relying on Neo's ultimate to be able to save him if he does get into a sticky situation. But already Team Liquid have control of the river. They're the ones setting up first.
Ooh, Tactical. Oh, I love the attempt for Afro, but Tactical with some good presence of mind.
Damage will stick.
To not click on the lantern, but yeah, that damage is still very significant.
And the Dragon arriving, 27 seconds. Tactical running for that minion wave. Yeah, Alfari, don't touch it. Need to be able to lifesteal off that one in preparation for said Dragon. Here we go, down the river. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Hook on hook. Once it lands in there for Nautilus, gonna be able to pull him away. Nice timing there.
All right, Faker roaming down as well. Ooh, but it's been intercepted by Alfari. Faker just going to get himself solo killed here. I think Alfari just will not be unstuck. That'll force the flash.
Meanwhile, tower into Dragon. Easy here for Team Liquid. Fake God does have teleport, but he's not going to have any rage. So critical pick there by Alfari. Even if you don't get the kill, it's going to be a mini Gnar coming in with 0 rage.
Well, Acadian going to try and make something happen here. They are going to look for the fight instead. Dragon goes over, 1 kill already down. They still got cooldowns left to burn. Core JJ going to be the one picked off. Fate's call for Afro is actually trying to chase the 3rd as Acadian gets the double.
This would be Baron if they could track down Armeo. Tower's still up though.
Such a good realm warp again, but there, oh no, it happened! Just didn't click it fast enough.
Not going to be able to get him unless they get the rise in that. Realm Warp is down. You got to interrupt the rise. And the Lee Sin gets out, no problem. Jungle still available. Jetson, no.
There are no minions. Maybe that doesn't matter. Omega can kick them out of the way. Windwall's nice as they do continue to die. But Acadian, we're going to make it happen. Does get the kill, but he's not cool. He is going to die. So I think Baron's off the table, but at least they got the kills they came for.
Yeah, it's getting messy in the bottom lane, Pastry. A lot of deaths on this tower. They should be able to finish it up in the aftermath, though. Dignitas still getting gold. They're digging it up here out of the bottom side. Scrappy plays, but it works out in the end. 2 for 1 plus the tower. Definitely well-deserved here for Dig, forcing through. Here's the original pick by Alfari, which gets you so many things. Chunking out Fake God and getting his flash, and meaning this Gnar will come in as a mini Gnar. It's so big for TL. So this is the reason why they're very confident in transitioning over to the Dragon. It's just that the positioning here, Afromoon nails another hook on Viego, on Alfari, that's right by the wall that was even in the camouflage shroud. So really well timed there by Afromu. And then it's Jig just forcing it through. Once you get that pick, you have to continue digging as much as you possibly can. Yeah, if you get the Lee Sin, big whoop. Got to get the Rise as well. Jensen did a very good job just skirting towards the very end of it and to get his compatriot out. Meanwhile, he's not going to be so lucky under the turret. They try and fight for their lives, and they do get at least one counter kill here with the tower damage. And the root with his dying breath there from Jensen allows our Mayo to finish it off, but you know, the extra gold going to Dig, they're quite happy with.
All right, well, IE done now for Yasui. It's 2 items actually for pretty much everyone on Dig except for Fake God. He has been struggling in the 1v1. But Team Liquid, not that far behind in gold. It's been a pretty back and forth one. The big gold lead right now is 1,500 or so up for Dignitas, but it's been, you know, I think 2K or under for most of this game, if not all of it. So a lot more about setting up for these next key objectives, right? This Baron and, of course, the eventual Soul, although even Team Liquid have slowed that down as well off the back of that last take.
Gotta watch out for these flanks as well. They can be so damaging. Jensen now has no flash for this next attempt at taking vision around Baron, and Team Liquid will be walking in with fairly shallow vision here if Dignitas get their reset off. So it's important that Alphari is getting the early push on bottom side. There's no teleport on Fake God. So you're forced with this decision. Do we answer on bottom side and have everybody just play cautiously around the Baron for Dignitas? It looks like that is going to be the case here. They still send Fake God down to bottom side, despite there being a quarter of the timer left on his teleport. Just trying to answer this. This means he's telling the rest of the team, nobody get picked here. Don't get into any hook wars. Doesn't matter. You're not going to win it there versus Core JJ. I can't join. It's very dangerous.
Well, Kenny got a lot of info there, actually, but now Core is going to be spotted, but he's going to go in for it. The hook is good for Afro into the Moonfall once again, and they just find a kill.
Or just kill him while on cloud speed. Very nice cue from Acadian. Gets you the vision.
Oh, Fate's going into Tactical, but Afro does not land the hook. The ulti was there, but Tactical had flash, so I think went for the quicker play. Dignitas, though, will get this tower, which has been kind of bugging them for this whole game. And now maybe they open up some space around the Baron.
I love the Rambo play from Dig. They're just all in. Grab the pick, instantly kill him. Guess what? It doesn't matter. There's no time for teleports to come in. So no response from Team Liquid to the brute force.
Afro actually ulted Jensen. That's a target, but Yasui's barely in range. Now Jensen and Azonya's up, but Jensen left for dead. That's a great pick for Dig as they go back to Baron.
That's some big muscles right there. They've got control wards all the way lined up towards Baron too. Now it's red-white gun for Tactical. So, oh no, the red one's gone. Hard to pull off some heroics in this case. See how many chakrams he can actually catch up. Armeo does have Smite.
Cook on a Core again, though. The only ult, by the way, is Fake God, but he's busy brawling. Alphari just going to be caught completely out as Acadian comes in with a flash ulti that came off cooldown to find another pick.
It's a Dignitas party bus, pastry time. It never stops rocking.
Of course, it goes straight to Baron as well as Mayo. Now the next one in line on the bus, but his stop has just been reached as Fake God is going to try and find him, and indeed will finish off the kill. And once again, Dig go back to Baron.
All right, well, who else wants to challenge? Let's see if they actually finish off any of these wards. No sweeper necessary. Teleport comes in. Jensen now gets to stand around and watch. They've got a Realm Warp, but you've died so many times just walking into this Dignitas comp that guess what? They have Nautilus Yasuo ultimate combination up again. So it would just be marching to your death once more. The ants of Team Liquid have had enough.
Too much time in the sun. Little kid with the magnifying glass has gotten a little too annoying. So that will be both Dragon and Red Bull Baron over to Dignitas. A very nice setup here in the mid game.
We just had this King of the Hill game for the last 2 minutes. Yeah. Dignitas just kept pushing off every challenger that approaches. Picked up here. Now it's a huge, huge lead for them with Baron buff in tow. Soul Point on top of the giant gold lead. Plus the power of level 16 now, Yasuo, ready to play off any of these knockups. This is going to be, again, constant threat of dives. So yeah, guess what? You can try and push out your side waves here by Team Liquid. You have Ryze, you have Viego, very good side lane pushers. But Dig don't have to give you any ground.
Oh, I love the attempt. There's the lantern there for Core JJ, and Yasui is a very real side lane threat. Oh, yeah, never mind. Everyone's coming. All right, Jensen, he's the only one to get out. Oh, what a flash from Core. Gets himself back to the realm up right in time.
Yeah, it's going to be a successful evacuation, and yet it's still going to be Dignitas pressing on all sides. They can push up, one minion wave coming here towards mid. This should be able to get to the tower with the reset from... Oh, Yasui cancels actually his Baron Empowered recall, so they're just going to push hard on mid and bottom, ignore Alphari's split pushing, and once again, knock down the front door, just come straight through the middle.
Yeah, believing they can get more done with this Baron, then Alphari can get done on the top side. TL might just take the trade, at least for this first tower. Alphari is sticking up there for now, but 2 towers already done for Dignitas and looking for these inhibitor ones now.
Shouldn't be stopped here. There's no Viego teleport, so guess what? You're giving up. They've made the call here. Team Liquid are calling off, give up inhibitor number 1, maybe inhibitor number 2. Viego's trying to push against Baron. That means Dignitas definitely going to...
Okay, now you got to come back. Dignitas are actually just threatening to end the game.
Red alert!
Windwall's going to get one tower. Dignitas just walk out and take it, and now he's forced to TP, but it's far too late to save anything.
Yeah, they're scared of the dive regardless, but giving up a lot of ground here to Dig. They can't let this mid wave go. They've got to get to the mid wave to Baron Empower it.
All right, Fake God's there. This is actually a nice little split. Digger deep in the enemy base, but they're going to grab it. Now the mid inhib's exposed. Yasui dancing around, trying to fish for a tornado, but Dignitas are just brute forcing their way through 2 different inhibs.
Guess what? They've got 30 seconds left. That's a whole nother minion wave coming. And Dignitas have all ults available.
All right, watch Acadian. Watch. I mean, basically any good knock-up is going to end this game in an instant as Dignitas, they have so much time left. Oh, not that much time, actually. My brain got confused by the numbers. That's very common. One more wave. 10 seconds with the Baron buff still. But Dig, they're going for it. Yasui fishing again, doesn't land it, and now Dig are going to leave.
Yep, time is out. It's expired, but the goal was accomplished for Dig. Blasted a giant hole in Team Liquid's base here, and there's not a lot of recovery options for them. They can try and revert back to pushing on sides, but it's also very easy for Dig to chase people down. They've got double teleports and flashes available, so they can play extremely aggressively in trying to pick off these side lane push attempts for Team Liquid that are trying to stall it out. Yes, Jensen is approaching level 18, and they have been able to funnel a decent amount of side lane experience into him, but now with super minions coming down both mid and bottom, all you can really do is fend off the inevitable. Dignitas with the super minion pressure, easy reset. It's 1 minute, 20 seconds towards Dragon, so they should very easily be able to get to Dragon first, set up your vision, and then it's ridiculously hard for Team Liquid to face check into this comp that has so many long-range knockups, and it's going to have to be a hero play from TL. Maybe you make a call, just throw a Hail Mary of trying to steal and leave it at that, not give extra lives over in the attempt to stop the Cloud Soul.
It's like the build your own Malphite comp, you know? Every knockup plus, yeah, so it could be a big Malphite ulti if you want to think about it that way.
It's the Yasui. Here's an easy way to play the game, comp.
I mean, Krebs loves to talk about, you know, Yasuo plus traditionally Gragas, now in this case Diana, of being something that everyone should just play. It's just so easy. Just click R, and in some ways, simplifying the game for you can be helpful. Great kick though for Armeo. Acadian though, this counter engage could be brutal as Armeo is going to be the target. Here comes Faker Yasui with the flame, but he finds the long range last breath to get his way out of there and takes down Armeo. And now Core and Tactical are in trouble, and Tactical is going to be rooted in place. He gets one, but he will die as a result as Neo is hopping mad forward straight towards the TL base. Jensen almost taking out Fake God. Nice little usage of the Rise machine gun spells, but does not get the kill as Dignitas are going to try and finish off this game.
Yeah, they've got a Guardian Angel on Yasui, so he can go super deep on this Nexus turret. There's only one left, and double supers already at the base.
Alrighty, do they have enough? It's a 4v3, but Fake God's a little bit low, and they're probably going to have to get a kill here to go for it. Yasui dive in, straight in there with the GA, but he doesn't actually get the tornado off as Alphari is diving back through, but Yasui just needs to get out. He's bought enough time, but the minion wave's actually been deleted by Jensen.
Yeah, that burst damage from Jensen here actually pops Yasui's GA immediately. He doesn't even get the knockup. They're going for the dive here. Level 18 now for Jensen. So the scaling is still there. You've got great scaling on Viego, Ryze, and Aphelios. It's just that you're going to have to deal with the Cloud Soul now from Dig. And the Cloud Soul in comps like this that excel so much off ultimates is a big pain. Yes, people sometimes, are less perturbed by that one, but when you've got all these champs running straight for your backline, it's going to make it that much easier.
All right, Team Liquid have decided to bet it all on Baron. Oh my god, Neo just deletes tactical. Afro and Acadian are diving in onto Jensen. That's the threat they need to kill. Yasui's just kiting it up. Faker, though, has his teammates back. There's the last breath of Yasui. Dodges everything else. Jensen is going to be finished off at the end of it, and they will say thanks for the leash on Baron, as Alfari is just trying not to give them the ace.
Yeah, that was a good old 10%er there from Team Liquid. They're like, you know what? We gotta make our comeback play now. Maybe we can finish it in time. Guess what? They don't have time. GG, Dignitas.
Minion's gonna try and make it happen. Alfari here for the defense, but there is nothing left. Dignitas are gonna walk in and finish off the Nexus. Looking real good here up against TL.
Dignitas right back here with what I would say is a more accurate bongo comp, considering the amount of knockups